Hello guys, Zueljin here, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft Amplified server. I hope you guys are having a terrific day. Y'all, thanks so much for the comments that y'all gave me last time about the format of the video. I was pressed for time, and I really felt insecure about putting out a video like that. And I'm glad you guys understood and even got some really positive feedback. So I just want to say again, thanks. I'm on my way to Spunwax Base to get some of the diorite that you guys have been talking about me getting. I'm not exactly diorite poor right now, but I'm not exactly diorite rich either, and I would like to get it since he left it for us. Okay. I was like, where am I? So he has a little quad portal here. This was his dungeon keeper setup. This has to be the most hilarious thing in it. This snowball is just like a zombie torture chamber. This poor guy in the zombie hat is just, in the iron armor, is just getting nailed. He's getting corner raped. Poor guy. That's what you deserve for messing everybody up all the time when they're trying to do commentary, zombie. Anyway, he still has his redstone trail here. So I'm going to go ahead and follow that to his little chest room. And yeah, I'm gonna hopefully grab a bunch of diorite here and fill up. Excuse the lawnmower or crop duster or whatever's passing over. Okay, yeah, this is the place. He's got sand. Ooh, netherrack. That's gonna be good too. I kind of need some of that. Snow. But ooh. No, I'm here for there it is. I'm here for the diorite. Oh, he's got a lot of granite and andesite too. That's pretty good. Let's see everything that I can grab here. I think I'll be able to just about fill up. Yep, 100% full. Nice. He probably has some more lying around here, mostly cobble and stuff. I think he's got this little section laid out, like he's got a furnace area down here, and if you go all the way down here, he's got like, I think it's like a little mining setup where he has mostly cobble, but there might be a little of diorite down there too. Not that I can grab it, but I would like to check. That would save me a trip back if that's the case. So yeah, we're gonna lay out the rest of the tower today, at least the first tier of the tower. We're gonna complete that portion. Man, he's got a lot of diorite to mine out. I don't want to deface his base though, even though this is kind of like his mining tunnels. But yeah, we're gonna finish the first tier of the tower, and I think I'm gonna do it in time-lapse format, give you guys something to gawk over. Ah yes, does he have any diorite in here? Dude, look at the cobblestone. Oh man, I'm gonna have to visit Asuma soon too to grab a lot of that nether brick he's got from digging that nether brick fortress out for the traps, or for the trap that he made. Iron, we don't need any of that, not with Tango's iron farm around. Man, he's got a ton of granite. If we ever need granite for any projects, all the gravel's nice too for the coarse dirt. I think that is going to be the extent of it. Yeah, unfortunately, that is it. That's all they had. I thought he would have had more diorite than that. But one inventory, or almost one inventory, is plenty good. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head back to the tower, and I hope you enjoy the little time lapse. have it, guys. All put together, at least the first tier. So down here is still a problem. I don't know what exactly I'm going to do with that. Terraforming the land seems the smartest thing to do. But I could do something special for the tower base. I'll have to think about that. As far as the rest of the tower, it looks good. Now this portion of it is going to be the next tier up. And this tier, this ring that you see here is exactly the same size as this one. So they're just going to join up, and I'm going to do some patterns like with windows and stuff. Kind of like I did here, but I'll probably do some designs on the corners to make it look better. It seems that I have a mismeasurement somewhere in here because I do have only 2 right here, and I have 3 here and here and here. So I'll have to look into that to make sure I have that different. If this tower is not symmetrical, I'm going to lose my mind. But at any rate, it works out pretty good. So I'm good on Diorite right now, but I'm not good on netherrack or nether brick. I think I only have maybe 4 stacks of nether brick left. Let's take a look. Another thing that I was thinking about is playing around with the design of the wall. A lot of people have been saying, man, you really need to spruce up the outside of the wall. And one of the reasons that I don't know, I guess I don't do it, is the fact that I don't know what to do to it. I mean, I can do some things here like the top and stuff, but it's still going to give it a lot of room for improvement. And there is a large space underneath here that, I mean, I could subdivide it into sections to make it look like there would be floors. So let's see, let's try a few things. I think you guys will be able to give me some pointers on maybe what you think based on the stuff that I try. So let's get some diorite here, and let's also get some white wool. And if I grab, let's see, what I'll do is I'll grab a ton of the, do I have any of the, yeah, I still have polished. Well, that was probably the only polish that I had. I'm going to turn another few stacks into polish. There we go. And we'll grab just another few stacks in general. We can also grab some nether brick, although, no, I want to leave that for the, actual tower, because we need so much more of it. Okay, and I guess I can grab some wool as well. This is old school white building blocks, so you guys might be okay with this. I'm not too sure. It's been a long time since I've tried patterning of any type, but you know what I guess we could do? The best thing would do, instead of working on this where we can barely get to it, let's work on it where we can get to it. And we'll just go down here on this far wall. This will probably be the easiest place to start on it. Mind the sheep noises. Actually, let me turn that down just so you guys don't have to hear them all the time. Friendly creatures off. Yeah, we'll turn it on too. Okay, so what we could do here is we can do like a mix-up of wool and maybe polished diorite. I don't think that it would work out that well with polish though. So if I put some polished in there, it definitely shows that it's like a stone. And I don't think that would do the randomization well enough. I think those work better as like borders. But what about if we use wool? Pardon me. If we use wool, which is kind of, I don't know, that's a little white too. It would have to, let me try to do a section of it, you guys. What I'll do is I'll just try to work the randomness in to there, and we'll see how that looks. You know, it does give the wall some character, but I really don't think I like it. I tried it both with wool and then just with the diorite, the polished diorite, and then I tried it with both. And I'm really under the impression that that's just not the look I want. If I were to litter that the entire wall of the castle, I think I would lose. I mean, from afar, it wouldn't look, I don't think it would look as bad, but close up, it looks like it's a mess. I mean, it really does. So I think I'm gonna go with the regular, just the diorite, the flat diorite. But by putting some lines in it, maybe with the polished diorite, or maybe even the wool, I think that might be an alternative to what we would consider acceptable. So I'm gonna try that as well, you guys. So far, this is what I come up with, kind of like this chain pillar type design. And I'm not sure about sticking anything in the divots and stuff, although I am certain that I'd like to try maybe the same design across to meet up like that. I don't know how it's going to measure out yet, but it's worth a try at least. So what I think I'm going to do, let's climb up here and give it a whirl. I'm trying not to lose any of my materials. And I'm liking the way that the polished diorite looks, just to give the wall a little bit of texture. So if I continue the same pattern, it would go like this. And I think it would be something like that. And that's how it would connect. And I would do that the way across and see kind of how it would come out. So I'm going to try that, you guys. So the chain link across works pretty well, but it's starting to look a little blocky. And I know it's Minecraft and it's supposed to look blocky, but the idea is just to give it some texture. So I thought I would try to fill in all the divots with wool, kind of like I had mentioned before. And I think I like that look better. It's a little bit more sophisticated, and I could do some cool stuff in the corners right here as well if I really wanted to. I think something to complement this might be to extend the bases of these towers out. So if I started with something like this, I'll come out by 3 on each of these pillar corners, and we'll see how that looks. I'll actually skip a space here, and we'll do 3 of each of the pillar corners again. I'll have to remember to replace these torches as well, because that could get us in some serious trouble. And let's see how that looks. That is starting to look pretty good. Let's see. I'm thinking we can probably go another one out right here. Just like that. It would have to come out. It seems like it would have to come out again. Let's see how we have it facing here. So that's the corner of the tower. I see now. So we would have to do that on this side too. And this will just be just for giggles, because we'll have to replace some of this stone. And it looks like, yeah, it would be just like that. And I think, let's see, 2, what am I missing here? There's 4 out right here. On the second one, we'll skip, and then it looks like we would have to go out again. I don't know why I'm seeing it differently than it really is. So I have the point and 2 pillars, the point and 2 pillars. And then I have in between the 2 pillars, I have 2 corners, and that's 2 corners. And then the next one I know why it's doing that, because that's not a full corner. That's not a full side. So, yeah, I would have to kind of mock that up on this side, just like this, I think. And if we really wanted to get technical, I can do this, and it would be a perfect matchup. Yeah, because now it's 4 and 4. Yeah, that's the kind of mock-up I would have to do. And it actually looks pretty good, but I don't think that the height is good enough. So I would have to do maybe 5 and 2. Let's try this. And I would do one more right here. And I think surrounding this, just like that, would be better. Let's see. I don't even know if these should come out like that. I think that gives the base some extra structure. I do like it. I do like it. Let's see if I would tear that one off. I think that's the look I want, actually. This is kind of like a foot, so to speak, to the bottom of the tower. I like that. I'm going to duplicate the wool placement on that side, you guys, and duplicate the foot or the tower base on that side. We'll be right back. Now that I got the whole thing done and in sight, guys, I don't like it. I don't like the wool in those places. It just does something funny to it that I can't describe. I don't know if it's design that I chose or just the way that it looks, but it almost looks like a checkerboard, and it's starting to be Alice in Wonderland-ish. That's not what I'm going for, so I'm gonna take it out. So I did away with the wool. I replaced the outside blocks with iron, and I'm just now seeing an error from where I actually took that the horizontal support out. And I like it a lot better. That horizontal support was, I think, doing us more harm than good. It just made the I don't know, it did something to the build that I wasn't liking. You know, I just didn't feel that it was adding to it. I thought it was actually detracting from it. I think one of the reasons that I put it there was the fact that the middle seems to be lacking now in comparison to the two huge borders and this long portion of wall that doesn't have anything. And if you'll notice, the bridge is actually not totally center with the door. Yeah, I know. I don't know how that happened, but you know, things used to eat me up like that, and it really doesn't bother me anymore. I just get over it. But I do want to make some sort of more pronounced entrance right here, and I think that is going to fill the void of what I think is wrong with this middle portion right here. So I think what I'll do is knock these out, and I know this is going to kind of interfere in a little bit of where the border's at. Yeah, right here. But that's okay, because I want to make this like an elongated arch, if you know what I mean. And this should do it. Let's see, we'll have a 7 wide. So I'm thinking with 7 wide we can probably do, let's see, let's go with polished diorite first, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 on either side. Okay, and then we'll be able to afford to go in by 1 if we do regular diorite here and here. Then we'll go in by 1 and we'll do polished diorite like that. Actually, that's not quite deep enough for me. I think I need to replace that. Yep. So we'll need 1 on top of that. I won't be able to reach. No problem. Okay, so we decided that we would go, nope, not those. We'll do polished diorite right here as well. And we'll go 1 higher than that on the top. Polished, yep. Kind of gets confusing after a little while, especially when you're using diorite for scaffolding and everything else. Okay, this will be the 3rd. That's good. And now we'll need the 2nd to come up to where the ceiling is. So I'm thinking that we can get away with 1, 2. No, wrong blocks. Dang it. 1, 2. There we go. And we'll have to go outside with that, maybe. Should we go outside with it or inside? I'm thinking, yeah, we'll have to go inside with it, because to cover that up, that's the only way we'll be able to do that. Let's go down and take a look at it. Grab my little blocks, and yeah, that is wonderful. Now, if we want to follow the iron theme, we can take the blocks of iron and kind of do an outline with this. So let's do an outline like so to the outside of it, and we'll scaffold up a little bit. A few more blocks of iron. And let's see, that's 2 on either side, 2 on that side. And we can go with a little more scaffolding, and we can go 3 right here. And I think that is going to do for a very, very, very nice entrance, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that's pretty majestic. It does seem like it needs a little bit more of a tip. So what I might do is go up top like this, and actually change this out to 2, and then like that. And we can change this out to oops, we can change this out to polished diorite as well, like that. And I think That is going to be awesome. We'll need a torch at the top so that we don't get any spawns. And let's see. I'm just about there. Dadgummit. Place a little side torch there. And I might have to place them here and here as well. To avoid... I don't know, let's place one right there and let's place one right there. And that should help us eliminate any spawns on top of these things away from the ground light. And I think that is going to do it for the entrance. Yep. So let's take a step back at it and check it out. I think that's pretty darn good, guys. It seems like there would be a window right here or something like that, but I don't want to detract from what I already have. It would also be nice to have some sort of a, maybe just another brick design without an actual window would work. I don't know what's at that portion of the build. I want to say that's the storage room, and that might not work out so well. But I do think that this gives the tower, well, the castle, a lot of character for the wall, and it's easily repeatable on both sides aside from the diorite requirements that we need. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. I really do. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about the designs. And as always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye.